So everyone is like, you need to love yourself, and only then you'll be able to love the other people around you. And what does that love yourself mean? Nobody really guided us on how to love ourselves until I had to figure out all by myself, and that is why I am doing this very video for you guys to watch. People always say that you have to love yourself and only then you'll feel good about yourself. And what I realize is only when I love myself, I'll be able to love the people around me. When I love myself, I feel positive about me and I want to shower the love to the people around me. I want to put a smile on people. I want to network. I want to make friends. I just feel that my day is positive. I just love everything about myself and I'm grateful. That's true. But how do I exactly love myself? Does loving myself mean I can eat all the junk food when I'm craving for food? Because that's love, right? Or does loving myself mean to just fall in love with someone who shows bare minimum just because he says the word I love you at me? I mean, he loves me, right? Does loving myself mean I can just go on that long drive or go with any strangers because they seem nice to me and they put on that little beautiful smile at me because they love me, right? So what does that I should love myself really mean? No influencers have actually stated how do you really love yourself. I've only seen people say love yourself, but how do I love myself? I'm just so confused with all that trillions of videos out there that just doesn't really relate to what we should do in our real life. So if you are having the same issue as me, or it is very hard for you to also understand what people are saying by the love yourself, then watch until the end of the video because I am truly going to guide you all on how you should love yourself and embrace all your flaws as a human being. Because remember, nobody is perfect. But remember one thing, God loves each and every one of us. We all have purpose in life, so we should first of all love ourselves, take care of our health, the main thing, because remember, no any other problem is as gigantic as your very own health, because as your own health deteriorates, nothing else is a problem to you, trust me. So how should you love yourself and how did I love myself? So I have gone through my very own personal growth, glow up, and here is my journey and I'm going to share all the ways to actually be in love with ourselves. As all of us grow, we tend to get influenced by all these movies, these beautiful actresses. We just want to be like them. But then growing up, I realized way too much Botox, filters, editing has been done upon these people. So why should I relate myself to something that's not real? If you're looking at them in real life, they may be just an ordinary person. They're not even as beautiful as in the screen. So do not fool yourself into thinking you should be like them. And do not fool yourself into thinking you should get all those procedures, surgery to be like them. Do you know how detrimental and dangerous that is to your health? People who actually tend to have all these surgeries, Botox, fillers, injection, they tend to have shorter lifespan because of all the chemicals that actually react with your natural body system. So growing up, I actually realized loving myself means I should be comfortable as who I am. And today, I am happy to say that I am happy being myself. I am happy and grateful for my natural curly hair. I am happy and grateful that I am a complete human being. I am natural and happy that I have this beautiful brown skin. And so many other things. I am happy for who I am and you should be happy for who you are. Do not compare yourself with not realistic people in lives. I realized the moment I started loving myself, I feel so much better. I feel more confident. And do you know that confidence has actually brought me to a whole different level? Without confidence back then, I used to question a lot about myself, question about my body. Whenever I get into the fitting room to buy clothes, I'm like, oh my god, I have this bloated stomach and I just can't put on this shirt. I look so ugly. Do you know such negative thoughts had been killing me, had been making me so insecure, and I used to compare myself a lot with other people. But today I'm telling you, I no longer feel insecure about any other girls. You have your makeups, you look beautiful, you have attractive eyes. Okay, go for it. That's your blessings and I have my very own blessings. I no longer compare and I no longer feel insecure. If one day I have a boyfriend and he thinks someone else is more beautiful and he wants that girl, go for her, don't come for me, because I have got no time dealing with people who don't appreciate having me in their life. To me, I am an all-rounder and I want you to know that you are an all-rounder and you have your very own uniqueness. So don't let people who actually break up with you to actually define that you're worthless in life. Like, who is he or she to actually say you are worthless? Like, who is he or she to actually tell you through his actions or her actions that you're worthless? Why are you dependent on other people in order for you to rate your worth in this world. The moment I have confidence, and you know what gives me confidence? Is me taking care of myself. I started having my very own routine, my skincare routine. I started taking care of my hair. I started giving my scalp massage every night before I sleep. I started putting on coconut oil around my body before I sleep. I started putting on castor oil around my abdominal area before I sleep. And I always tap my skin just to make sure the blood regulates and so on. So this is how I take care of myself on a regular basis, because I know that I love myself and I want to make sure I look the best every time, not just for one specific wedding function that I'm going to attend. I also got confidence because of the way I dress up. I started realizing what actually suits me and what I kind of like. Of course, dress would actually suit me, but I just knew that growing up, I'm not the dress person. So I just love my style of wearing this pants, tucking with my shirt or blouse that actually gives my body shape, and so on. Sometimes I like wearing these baggy shirts with trousers. It's fine, but that's just my style. So go for your style, but make sure it's perfect for how you look. You have to just study about your body shape, and then you can get some inspiration online, like what kind of clothes actually fit certain body shapes, because different types of body shape needs to be elevated through different types of clothing so that your body shape can be seen. So from here, I know that clothing and also you taking care of yourself with all those routines certainly will elevate your confidence in a way. And also, of course, knowledge. Try to take up new skills, learn new things that will actually elevate your knowledge. So when you speak to people with topics, facts, and proofs, that actually elevates your confidence. And I've also seen that working magically in my life. So always keep reading and gaining knowledge. Another way of becoming confident is through the food you eat. I've actually become vegetarian for about 7 to 8 years now, and then one day, few months back, I actually read this book, The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari. Do you know, to be a spiritual person or a calm person, you just have to eat live food? It's stated in the book clearly. It's because if you see all the monks out there, right, they are also vegetarian. They eat all this whole grain food like vegetable, fruits that are organic, and that is how it keeps them feel spiritually great, and they are always calm. Imagine you eating a life form that has gone through all the torture, tears, fear before it was slaughtered in the slaughterhouse. That's the kind of energy you are embracing into your body. So imagine how terribly that energy would affect your energy. And that is why meat eaters tend to be angrier, aggressive, and so on, while the vegetarian people tend to be happier, more peaceful of what they have. Thus, being vegetarian, meaning eating all this healthy food, will certainly make you glow from the inside of your body, and your energy would not be affected by an animal that has gone through so much of fear and pain before it was slaughtered. And another thing is, eating well does not mean you have to eat 100% of healthy food. We are humans, as I mentioned, we are not perfect. So there should be balance between the healthy and unhealthy food. So sometimes you can just chip in the ice cream and so on, like what I do, but probably you go for the healthier version of ice cream. Probably you can go for a homemade ice cream filled with nuts, banana, and so on. Go for it, you know. So food certainly will be a way for you to show that you love yourself. Don't binge eat food that is not healthy for you, because yes, that food will certainly give you happiness, but what's the end result? You're gonna look ugly, you're gonna put on weight, you're gonna get breakouts. So why take that risk? Now that we've actually covered confidence, second way of loving yourself is being closer to God. You know, being closer to God has actually made me realize that I am loved no matter what. And now being single, I don't even feel so lonely. Yes, although at times I just feel lonely, that's just because of the absence of a man in life, you know. Probably that's why man is actually created a woman. We're actually meant to be together. But I also believe in the journey of God. He has got plans for me. Probably one day I'll be finding the right person in my life. So I do not want to rush through this, because I've actually seen many people fall into depression because of being with the wrong partner or marriage than being single. So just enjoy the liberty of being single as of now. And how you should love yourself is through mobility. I realized when I started incorporating exercise, moving around, and you know, just daily activity, right, that moves my body, I feel so active and I feel happy, because like every time when I sit in front of a laptop for hours, I just feel terrible. I feel my energy is gone, I feel my body posture is terrible, and my whole day is just gone like that, because I just have no mobility to my body and my body is suffering. I could feel that. So every time when I sit in front of laptop, after some time I just would set myself, okay, today is the day I need to exercise, because I've been sitting for a long time, and after I exercise, after I sweat, perfect. Move your body more, although it will be a little burdening at first, but trust me, in a few days of exercising or a few weeks, you will actually realize that you have actually attained more strength and your body will naturally feel lighter. I have totally realized this. That's how you love your body and yourself. And the next way of you loving yourself is by journaling. You won't believe, I just started journaling a few years back. I think it's now my 4th or 5th year, and I realized I have been attaining most of the goals that I've written down. And according to the book, The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari, journaling is so crucial. Why? It's because when you have written down your goal, your mind will start unconsciously or subconsciously focusing on attaining that goal. And example, if you write down in your journal, you want to lose weight and you want to lose 5 kg this year. So no matter what you eat, since you have written it down, right? So your mind will subconsciously know that goal and it will start working towards you. You will start making decisions based on what you have written. So that is how powerful writing down your goals is. And I have totally understood this method, because back then I was like, it's so useless for me to write down things. Why is it only when I write down I can achieve goals? I used to be that person, but now when I write down, of course not 100% of the goals I achieve when I go through my journal from early of the year to the end of the year, but guess what? 70% will certainly be achieved. I realized that. And so writing down is so important, because that's how you actually clearly come to a decision of what you certainly want for that month or for that year. Because we humans have got 60,000 thoughts every single day. Can you imagine? But if you write it down, you will be focused on that one particular thing and you will subconsciously be working towards that. So you have actually discarded 59,999 thoughts for the day. So you are less tired this way and you know your goal clearly. So that is a fact that I have actually learned from the book, The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari, and it is such a good read. You have to get it. And the next way I love myself is certainly by networking only with good quality people. So I do know that I have a very small group of good friends. Why? It's because I prioritize quality over quantity. When you have a lot of friends, that does not mean they will come and help you when you need them. Trust me, it's an outdated system. You should know that you should only keep good friends who will be there no matter what happens to you, who would be there to support you, who would be there to share their knowledge with you. Make sure this person is not jealous, not a backbiter who talks bad about you at the back, to someone else and so on. So do you also want to know how you should love yourself in terms of money? It's by saving money. You can only love yourself if you're feeling confident, as I mentioned. You'll only feel confident if you have money. If you're broke, you would always have this insecurity of, how am I going to survive for the next day? How am I going to survive for the next month? How should I earn money? Who should I back? Who should I plead? What kind of job should I get into? So much of thoughts. We don't want all these unnecessary thoughts. So you need to have money. You need to strategize on how you should do your financial planning. Just to be simple, save 20% of your monthly income every month. And if you have more, that's good. So if you're a minimalist like me, I don't spend much on all the things that I buy, because I only buy things that I need and not want. Why? Is because the environment matters to me. Every time you purchase something, there is a carbon footprint or environmental footprint behind that product. Example, today you're purchasing a box of glitters from a different state. Imagine the packaging need boxes, which is raw material, and this packaging has to be shipped from that state to your state. So that's another footprint. The transportation, and then the petrol, the cost of the pollution that it actually causes. And then once it reaches to your state, it has to go through some procedures, processes, and all these things. Imagine the transportation, the packaging, and all this process that's going on every single second in this earth, because humans are overpopulating this earth and we're all being told that we should live by self by buying all these and that luxurious things. And so we are just spending and spending on things without knowing that the earth is dying for us. We are taking the earth for granted. So being a minimalist means you'll be able to save your money, you only buy things that is necessary for you, and you will have a great mind because you have decluttered a lot of things. You do not have to think about the various choices or options in your life. You just have this to wear, you're gonna wear that. You just have this to eat, you're gonna eat that. You just have this to work with, you're gonna work with that. We can adapt. So don't fall into the speed of buying unnecessary things, wasting your money, getting loans, falling in debt, and just impressing the society. Do you get extra money by impressing the people around you? No, you only get jealousy and evil eyes. Save your money and be confident knowing that you're a self-made person and you have your own savings. So no matter what dangerous situations you fall into, you'll be able to stand up and work on your feet right away. And another thing, do you know how I love myself? Is also by prioritizing me time. Many people just say you have to love yourself, but how do I love myself if I don't have my me time? That is why this year I've actually set up a habit where I wake up earlier, 1 or 2 hours before work or before my class. Previously I was doing my masters, so I had to go to campus. So I wake up way earlier to actually just sit down relax, not think about anything, not talk to anyone in my home, but just to sit and either read the Bible or read a book that I've been reading or some vocabularies. So on, this has made me feel, oh wow, my morning has started productively with some good knowledge or some new information that I've attained, and now I feel great to actually continue the next few hours of the day. So that is my me time. And I realized after I've created this habit, I no longer like waking up just a few minutes before my work or class. Why? Because it gives this chaotic thoughts like, oh, I need to shower, I need to brush my teeth, I need to get ready, I need to pack my bag and all these things. It just makes me rush in the morning, which is such a no, because it just makes your mind chaotic the very moment you wake up. How bad is that for your health and for your mental health? So then I realized that I should have a very calm morning routine, and that is why I've incorporated the me time. That is how I show love to myself. I don't rush into things, but I make sure my mind is peaceful in the morning. I don't think about any problems, but I just read the book or so on. But do problems sometimes crawl into my mind? Yes, it does. But I try to control it. I try to think, let's think about that later. Let's think about settling this later. But now let me just focus on reading. So that is how beautiful me time is, and that is how you would embrace you being alone, and you will start reflecting a lot sometimes, like, why is life like this? What should I pursue in my life? And so on. But that's a great thing. At least you'll be able to be grateful at that moment, and you'll be able to reflect who you are at this point and what you should do to improvise yourself. So I hope my video has actually give great inputs about how you can love yourself. So people who always say outside that you should love yourself first, this is the video all you need in order for you to know ways to love yourself. Loving yourself, remember, does not mean doing the things that seems bad, but just for your happiness you have to do it. No, loving yourself is a consistent thing, which is a daily struggle at times, but you have to put a positive thoughts to yourself. Although you do not like certain parts of your body, you should say that part will become beautiful soon, and you are falling in love with the part of your body, and that you just love you for who you are. It's all the mindset, and your body will react and work towards it. Example, you have a scar on the skin, positive talk to it. Positive talk saying that the scar will go away, that your skin will be beautiful, and you're starting to love your beautiful skin and so on. Your body will work towards it. All this bacteria, all these systems in the body will work towards healing it. So always remember, it's all the mindset, and it's very, very important to love yourself. Only then you will be engulfed with positive energy and positive thoughts, and only then you'll be able to go out and spread this positive aura to people. So now that you know how things work, try it for yourself, and do comment what videos you want me to post next, and if whether this video is helpful, do share to your friends, family members, to your loved ones. I really want you guys to make a difference through my video and also through what I have actually experienced and what I've researched. Thank you all. Bye. Take care.